From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Check. Lucky.
82.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rondale Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, watch edge. Check it.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Zone black. 37's the Mike 37. Check Fury. Here we go. Deuce. Kill.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
And we're going 37's the man. Cycle. Hey. And we're going 37.
Here's Lance.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hatch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch switch. He's coming.
It's a run with Mostert. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Watch safety creeping.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You got tight.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, man up, D. Man. Go. Mike 37. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Let's bring it.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Out. Tight dog. Alert flat.
Yellow, zone, drill green.
Check 31.
Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check nickel. Slam.
Now Mostert. And he he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back, back, back. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift. Alert 3.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Mostert. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Nice to the 1, nice to the 1. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check. Crunch.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Check 52.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Seven's the mic. Ready? Check, check, check.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Wentz on third down. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And this one out quickly to James. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike 37. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, green.
37's the mic. Mike 30.
Red.
Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. And we're going 37's the mic.
Lance now on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
That swung out to Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll make it second down. And Lance going to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
It's me and you. It's just me and you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Slam.
Check, strike.
Kill.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Easy work. It's coming again.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be Sunday. Check. Ram. Check. 5-9. Lucky. Bang.
Throwing is Wentz. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Watch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Check. Fresno.
Once again, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And Lance now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go in, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Mike 7. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Switch it.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lance on the bootleg. Running right through him. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Let's go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rush in.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, And we're going 37.
Black shot.
37. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Go red.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Wants to run. They're running it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 27-yard line. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Gotta do better. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill.
Lance now on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Richie James. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the Niners once again electing to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 8, Mike 8. I got you, boy. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Now Wentz.
They're not ready for this. They still playing
Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Berrios. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Again, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Watch the safety creep. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming.
Lance looking to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
For you, son. I'm coming for you.
Hey, check mega. Faster, faster.
To throw, it's Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here comes Berrios. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
2nd and 10.
We go. Hey, 57. 57. We go. Check, 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 check. Check 37. Check 37.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now Wentz completes it to Hilton. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I got him. 7, Mike 7. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
Back to throw. Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Indy. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Sunday. Pick it up, G. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey. Jim.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
22 needle.
Undercrunch.
Strike. Check strike. Black.
We got motion. Back up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Watch the shift. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Now Lance again.
We got to step it up.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
And we're going 37's the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check 50. Check 50. Tighten up.
Finding Samuel. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10.
Woo! Give me some.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games with 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners,